Hi, I'm doing a vlog today. Haven't done one in probably about 3 weeks. Was preparing to go on vacation, went on vacation, and now I'm back. So today is Friday the 13th. I'm not going to be talking about books today, but rather why people are afraid of Friday the 13th, and in particular the number 13. Um, those who are afraid of the number 13, your technical name is triskaidekaphobia. You are triskaidekaphobic. Say that 5 times fast. Um, and really, it's unknown exactly why people are superstitious about Friday the 13th. It's just become so common, people are. You cannot convince them otherwise. And I think this speaks highly for the power of suggestion, the power of the mind. If you walk around fearing Friday the 13th and you can't be reasoned with as to it's just another day, just another number, well, then obviously I think you are going to attract bad luck to yourself and possibly other events. So, but for some people also, it may be just a day that significant things have happened to them. So they have that reason maybe for being afraid of it. Myself, I was married recently in January on Friday the 13th. And, I've had a wonderful relationship with my husband. I love him very much. So I'm not afraid of the 13th. In fact, to me, it's always been a lucky day. But on with Friday the 13th and what origins I was able to trace it to. Really, it is apparent there's no real mention of Friday the 13th being a bad luck day before the 19th century, and the superstition that the number 13 is unlucky is traced back to Roman times and the Last Supper with Christ. There were 13 guests at the supper, and of course, Judas betrayed Jesus. So, he was an unlucky guest. He was the 13th guest. And that is one of the origins. Also, I first started with a book I have, Dictionary of Superstitions, by David Pickering. It's called the Castle Dictionary of Superstitions. Number 13, it says that it's very obscure. It mentions also in here that one significant thing could be that in ancient Egypt, the last step on the ladder via which the soul reached eternity was 13. So possibly that could be it. And also mentions there could be some Hindu origins, but after using Google and searching extensively through many results this afternoon, I could find nothing that mentions linked to the Hindu origins. I did find articles that mention the Egyptian 13 steps to eternity. And of course, I did find many mentions of Christ in the Last Supper. And that generally seems to be the accepted the theory about where 13 being an unlucky number comes from. There's not much you can say about Friday the 13th. I mean, it's so synonymous in the Western culture with bad luck. You're going to have people who are indifferent. You're going to have people who automatically that's good luck to me. If it's bad luck to everybody else, it's good luck for me. And then you're going to have people who are just so paranoid and terrified. But in all honesty, there is no reason to be terrified, petrified, or anything of the number 13. It is just another number. And like many numbers, for some of us, it's lucky. For others, not so lucky. But having 13 be an unlucky number isn't, the end of the world. You're still in control of your own life and your own fate. So get over it. Is really all I have to say. But if you are interested more in the history of the number 13 and many other superstitions, this is a good book you might want to pick up. Also, you can look for books like this, Signs, Symbols, and Omens by Raymond Buckland, which breaks stuff up culturally, which I do like. I haven't gotten too in depth into this book, otherwise I probably would have mentioned it in a review. But I flipped through it this afternoon, and there's a breakdown of how he categorizes his superstitions, symbols, omens, and all that. You can also check for books that are region specific or cultural specific. Scott Cunningham has Hawaiian Religion and Magic, which I picked up on sale at Half Price Books. And it's kind of cool. Again, I haven't really gotten into reading this yet, but once I do, it will be in a video. But some interesting facts about Friday the 13th to close this video. Business does, in fact, drop off on Friday the 13th. It's been documented through studies and statistics. The numbers for business always decrease on the 13th. 13 guests at the Last Supper. There's normally 13 witches in a coven. 13 is an odd number, so in math, you can't factor it. The only factors are 1 and 13. And 13 during the Wall Street crash of the 1920s, many men committed suicide on the Friday the 13th. They didn't actually commit suicide on the day the market crashed. They committed suicide on Friday the 13th. Go figure. But most streets don't have a number 13 house. Most buildings don't include a 13th floor. And most planes do not have a 13th row. So, there are some interesting facts for you. Search Google if you want a little bit more. You'll find a lot of conflicting stuff, a lot of interesting stuff. And as I close this video, just wish you a happy Friday 13th. I hope it's a great day for you.